What do I love about Milano? They bring the flooring showroom to me.
Welcome back, everybody. A beautiful day out there, but not too far to our north. We've got showers that run from Buffalo all the way back through Detroit into Chicago and the Milwaukee area. That's in association with a frontal boundary that's just to our north, but it's showing west to east movement as opposed to north to south. And as a result, we'll keep those showers well north of the New York state line overnight and during the day tomorrow, too. There will be showers in the picture, but they don't arrive until late Thursday. So let's take a look right now at what's going on locally as we go to our WeatherBug network in Burgettstown. What a gorgeous day in paradise it's been there. Started out with a few patchy clouds, but the skies just continue to clear and the air is so dry. There's a gorgeous sunset coming up. Temperature 68 degrees, one below the high there of 69. Started out the morning at 50, which was a fairly common number for most of us. Winds out of the southwest at 4. It's beautiful down there, as it is all through KD country. Here are some readings representative of the kind of day we've had in Renfrew there at the Butler County Airport. They topped out at 68 degrees, 3 degrees better than that in Allison Park at the Wildwood Golf Club. And in Monroeville at the Gateway School District, they hit 69 after starting in the mid-40s. And Pittsburgh International had similar numbers, as you can see from the looks. High of 70, low of 50. Think about this now. Remember yesterday, we only missed the old record of 26 degrees set this same year, 1972. The old record was 26. We bottomed out at 28, 2 degrees above the old record. Today, we're 30 degrees above the old record with a low of 50. What a difference a day can make. 70 degrees, our high today. That's 9 above the average of 61. You do the math and divide by 2 and you end up with an 8.5 degree surplus for the day. And right now we are sitting on our high at 70. Winds out of the south-southwest at 12 with a mostly sunny sky. As we go into the overnight hours, we'll see temperatures dipping into the mid-60s by 9, mid-50s by midnight, right around 50 degrees at 3 a.m., bottoming out at 44 or 5 tomorrow morning, much like this morning, and then jumping into the low 50s by 9 o'clock as things start to heat up once again. Partly fair to partly cloudy skies, rather, light southwesterly winds and seasonable temperatures overnight. Our low 44 degrees, just a couple above the average low, and will be well above normal on the high end tomorrow and Thursday too. Thursday it looks like late day showers. That'll be our transition day as a cold front comes through, and that will knock us back, but we'll have a mainly clear sky on Friday, at least by the noon hour. It should be mostly sunny all afternoon, and then a good day Saturday, increasing clouds, but showers don't arrive until Sunday. Morning showers at that, with a low, or rather a high of 62 and a low of 43 degrees, and still mild as we head into next week. Guys?
John, thanks. The stars came out for astronomy night at the White House. President Obama hosted the event last night to celebrate space. It featured budding scientists, teachers, and astronauts. One special guest was the teenager whose controversial clock invention gained international attention. Major Garrett is at the White House, where he spoke with the inventor.
Ahmed Mohammed saw stars on the south lawn of the White House. He was one too, posing for pictures as the embodiment of youthful scientific curiosity, controversy, and misunderstanding in an age of terror. Ahmed met scientific stars like astronaut Alvin Drew before taking his seat to hear President Obama.
We have to watch for and cultivate and encourage those glimmers of curiosity and possibility, not suppress them, not squelch them.
Afterward, the President Ahmed chatted briefly, an encounter that capped an amazing odyssey.
It's a very long journey, and it's a short journey, but a very long journey, and the experience to learn it.
What kind of things did you learn?
I learned that people will always be there to support you when there's injustice.
Anything else?
Oh yeah, definitely. There's a ton that I learned. I'm trying to get a message of how you shouldn't judge a person by what they look like, and you should always judge a person by their heart.
Just over a month ago, Ahmed brought this crude digital clock he'd constructed at home. The motive? Impress his engineering teacher, but his English teacher saw the contraption and thought it might be a bomb. How rapidly did you know things were sort of moving in a different direction?
When I saw her eyebrows go up.
Like that? Yeah. Ahmed was arrested and suspended from school. Tech executives around the country rallied to his cause, and Mr. Obama took to Twitter to praise his innovative spirit. One Ahmed said might make a difference someday in space.
We talked about Mars and 2030, and I talked to him about the generator that I'm making and how it could help people on Mars.
And your motive for making it and bringing it to school was what?
To impress my teacher.
What happened is the last thing you were expecting.
Yes, but instead I impressed the world.
That was Major Garrett reporting, and during his suspension from school, the boy and his parents have been traveling around the world.
Parents in Washington state are upset after a toxic chemical started flowing under their children's feet. This happened while the students were riding on a school bus. Surveillance video captures the moment when a heater hose ruptured in the back of the bus, then started leaking antifreeze. The kids were loaded onto another bus and taken to the school to be evaluated by a nurse, some waiting more than an hour for medical care.
Both said they had stomach aches and their eyes were burning and they had headaches.
Parents want to know why the students were not checked at the scene.
A gunfight reenactment in Arizona went terribly wrong after someone loaded one of the guns with real bullets. The shooting happened in the town of Tombstone on Sunday. The actors who were portraying cowboys and Indians finished the staged gunfight to learn that one of their own had been shot. Officials say that it could have been avoided if the alleged shooter had been on time for the show.
Didn't go through the safety briefing, didn't go through the gun check, and just went straight to the street.
That actor fired 5 rounds. 2 hit the theater. Shrapnel cut a woman's neck. Another bullet hit one of the actors in the leg. The mayor is calling off all gunfights now until the town can put together a new ordinance, which will likely include background checks for the actors and also permits for those who check the guns before the shows.
Police in Nevada now have some answers after finding a crashed helicopter over the weekend. The pilot eventually came forward saying he didn't report the crash because there were no injuries. He says he was rounding up 2 stray cows when strong winds downed his chopper. The pilot says he owns the helicopter but did not have insurance.
A man from San Francisco is accused of stealing paintings from a mansion after telling police that he was in the process of buying the home. Police were called about a squatter in the mansion, listed for more than $17 million. They say the man told them that he was buying the home, and he even showed them some documents to try to back up that claim. Later, those documents proved to be false, but in the meantime, the man took 11 paintings from the home worth over $300,000. Firefighters from 17 different countries are competing in Alabama this week in what ESPN calls the toughest week in sports. Wearing full bunker gear, competitors climbed 5 flights of stairs while carrying more than 80 pounds of gear. In another part of the race, they drag a 175-pound mannequin. The competition is in Montgomery, where a team of firefighters currently holds the world record.
A picture possibly showing the iceberg that the Titanic hit is going up for auction. The grainy black and white photo was taken on the morning of April 15, 1912. By the time the picture was shot, the Titanic had already sunk into the Atlantic. It was snapped by the chief steward aboard an ocean liner unaware of the Titanic's fate. Historical accounts cite the picture as possibly being the iceberg the Titanic hit. The picture could go for $15,000 to $23,000.
If you would like your clothing and fashions to last longer, then coming up, a story on an innovative approach one designer is taking to make fashion more sustainable. But first, here's Christine.
Thank you, Stacy. Next at 5, breaking news. A surprise discovery prompts a call to the bomb squad. What was found and why officials say it has the potential to be dangerous. Plus, the Steelers name a starter at quarterback for this Sunday. Find out why those plans could change. And new recommendations about breast cancer screenings that could change who gets them and how often. We'll have the details. And how to still snag Star Wars tickets even though most theaters are already sold out. Those stories and more coming up at 5.
It's Cridland's personal revolution against what he calls poorly made fast fashion.
High street retailers are making clothing not only to fall apart, but actually systematically so that it will wear out after just a year or 2.
The new brand also includes a kaleidoscope of pants, all carefully handmade in Portugal. Celebrities like Ben Stiller and Daniel Craig are buying into longevity. So are Londoners like Theodore Simonov.
The 30-year-old shirt, I can weave a lot of memories into this fabric, and those memories will stay with me.
For a fickle industry where fashion and its maker can be in one day and out the other, Cridland promises even if his company doesn't survive 30 years, his guarantee will.
I'm a man of my word.
Jonathan Vigliotti, CBS News, London.
More of today's top stories and John's local forecast straight ahead.
KDK TV News at 5 with Ken and Christine starts right now.
Right now at 5, breaking news, a potentially explosive situation under investigation. The items that were found downtown that prompted a call to the bomb squad.
Years of construction and weeks of traffic headaches are over. A bigger and better Holton Bridge has opened, but not completely. Details on the final piece of the project.
From sub-freezing temperatures to 70 degrees. What a wild weather week it's been, and the fun's not over yet. Stick around for all the details.
Plus, the quarterback quandary continues. The Steelers short on options. Name a starter for Sunday.
He needs to continue to work and prepare this week and deliver similar plays.
What Mike Tomlin's saying about Landry Jones and Ben Roethlisberger's eventual return.
And changing guidelines. The American Cancer Society is out with new recommendations about breast cancer screenings and when women should get them. The changes you need to know about coming up.
Live from the KDKA Broadcast Center in downtown Pittsburgh. This is KDKA TV News at 5.
Breaking news at 5. The bomb squad is investigating a potentially explosive situation.
A bunch of chemicals were found near a building downtown. Chemicals that could be dangerous if mixed.
Now, this discovery was made near the Port Authority building. We're learning more about what these chemicals could be used for. Bob Allen joins us live. Bob.
Well, Ken, exterminators working for the Port Authority found the materials and immediately notified police. Now, while the BNY Mellon Park was never in any danger, that's where the materials were found. This is still considered more than just a false alarm. Port Authority police and members of the City Police Bomb Squad were called to the BNY Mellon Green between Grant and Ross Streets after several suspicious materials were found in the park. The 3 suspicious ingredients were found in separate containers not far from the building over the Steel Plaza subway station. Sources tell us the materials found were camping fuel, lye, and Drano. I'm told that as long as the 3 ingredients are kept separate, they are considered harmless as far as being explosive. But if combined, there is potential for a possible bomb. We've also learned that those same 3 ingredients are used to make methamphetamine, which is also a very dangerous process. Who put those ingredients in the park and why remains a mystery that is now under investigation. Again, I spoke with the BNY Mellon representative since the materials were actually found on their property. Now, he told me they're looking into the situation, and one of the questions would be whether this park has video surveillance cameras that can help police in their investigation. Reporting live downtown, Bob Allen, KDKA TV News.
All right, Bob, thanks. Another potential hazard was averted this afternoon. News Chopper 2 flew over a tanker that flipped over on a ramp from I-376 near the Monaca and Center exits in Beaver County. That truck was carrying flammable materials, but it doesn't appear that anything leaked.
Years of construction and weeks of traffic headaches are officially over. The new Holton Bridge opened today, and local drivers couldn't be happier. John Shumway joins us live with the details. John.
Yeah, and if you're wondering, wait a minute, it's a construction zone and it's over, but he's standing in something that's not finished. Well, they didn't get it all done quite yet. This is going to be the second lane coming off of the Holton Bridge where I'm standing right now. So when they get it done, there will be 2 lanes that come up all the way to Allegheny Avenue. The right-hand lane turning right, the left-hand lane going straight on up to Oakmont Country Club and on into Penn Hills, Plum, and all points to the south. But right now, the main celebration around here is just the fact that they got their bridge back. This was a day of new beginnings. 109 years of two-lane history replaced and a new era begins.
As you can plainly see, this is a 4-lane bridge. Huh? That bridge, the 2 lanes too, were only what, 10.5 feet wide? Did I get that right? This is 11 feet wide, each lane.
But the governor and those who represent this area say it's a bridge that means a lot more than just more efficient movement of traffic.
2, 3.
It's a job creator.
And open up really all the communities in the Allegheny Valley. It's huge. It'll make a big difference in the quality of life.
Folks who live and work on the Oakmont side say it's a game changer.
I think it's awesome. Really great. I'm very excited about it.
We get to spend more money on the other side of the river because we'll get there faster.
The Freeport Road intersection is expected to decrease wait times up to 40%. But on the Oakmont side, there's still a little bit of work to do, so traffic's going to be reduced to a single lane coming off the bridge.
And as we finish the tie-in work over the next several weeks, so that work will get completed later this year.
And everything will be finished well before the first golfer arrives for the U.S. Open.